In this video I am comparing two rackets. I have with me the Jetspeed 12, which is my usual racket. So you've already seen plenty of information on this racket. This is a 3U with a G5 grip, which is a smaller type grip. Absolutely love this racket. It's got a little bit of weight in the head. It is sort of medium to medium stiff in flex. And I've just found that this has been a beautiful racket for me to use. It is pretty good in terms of it is aerodynamic. Not quite as quick as the Jetspeed 10, but it's still got aerodynamic qualities. It's just had a restring, it's just had a regrommet, and it's playing great at the moment. And I use this for 90% of my coaching. Sometimes when I'm doing a lot of fast feeding, I may change to the Jetspeed 08 when it's just that little bit quicker. But for 90% of the time, I am using this racket. Now then, the latest racket from Victor is the Jetspeed 12F. So, this is an altogether different colour scheme, which is kind of like a peach and a lilac. And as I turn, you may see there's some little decals inside here. Let's see if I can get real close for you. Which have kind of got this flowery or star design, whichever way you want to call it. This is another G5. This is a 4U. Of course, most people are going to think that this is a ladies' racket, and the F stands for female, where the actual F should stand for fast. But it has been sort of coloured, and obviously with all the stars or the flowers on, then of course it's going to appeal more to the ladies than the men. However, what I found with this racket is that it's got very, very similar feel to this in terms of the head and how it is, but not the same weight in the top of the head. So it's slightly lighter head, and also it's got a little bit more flex as well. And I must say, it's been really, really good. Of course it's going to be different in terms of there's head weight in this compared to this, but they've still got, you know, unique properties, but they also share something. The way the head is set up is still the same. It's just one is lighter at the top than the other, and obviously this one isn't as stiff. I've found this really good defensively. It's great around the net, but it's still got plenty of power. And funny enough, whilst I haven't had too much time with this yet, and I will be writing a review very shortly, I'm starting to gravitate towards this over this. And it doesn't bother me about the colours. As far as I'm concerned, if a racket's nice and enjoy playing with it, I don't really care about the colours. I'm just happy to go and play with it. So this is kind of slowly but surely sort of taking over in terms of me picking it up and wanting to play with it. One of the things that is slightly different is you can actually feel the flex a little bit more. So I can understand why there is some appeal for ladies in terms of that little bit extra flex. But the main thing being the lighter head. So when you're around the net, it's also that very good speed in intercepting. It's really that good speed in terms of knockoffs around the net. It's that extra little speed in defence as well. And it really does work. So it's definitely a slightly faster head than this. And I love this. But this is just giving me that extra speed. Of course, there is going to be a little bit of a trade-off, and the trade-off is that I may hit slightly bigger with this than I do this, but I'm quite happy about that. Bearing in mind I rarely play anyway, so for me, I'm quite happy to have the better speed and the feedback from the face, especially around the net, where I can quickly move that face and get it into position to intercept. So there you go. Two Jetspeed 12s, very, very different, although they share many similar qualities and similar feel. One slightly lighter head and a bit more flexible, one slightly heavier in the head and slightly stiffer. There you go. I look forward to seeing another video.